Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 7 of the Hello Grace podcast. I'm your host, Sarah Stevens. You can find me on Ravelry as Sarah Stevens, and you can find me on Instagram now as Gracelandwool _ Sarah Stevens 11. It is the longest ever Instagram name, but I wanted something that I didn't have to have 2 Instagram accounts, and you could easily find me as both. And because you've known me as Sarah Stevens 11 forever, I wanted to kind of keep that in there. So I hope that works. I hope that it's all okay. Okay, I gotta get comfy up here. I feel like I've moved around 9 million times. And anyways, okay, so thank you. Thank you to returning viewers. Thank you for hanging in there. It has been 6-7 weeks since I filmed last, and so thank you for checking me out again, sticking with me through all of this change, all of the things that keep happening, and for new viewers, thank you for checking me out. Like always, there are so many podcasters out there. It's just amazing that you would click on me and hopefully watch for a little bit anyways. And I'm coming to you from Spokane, Washington. That's where I work and I live and I raise my family and I do all of the things crafty here. So anyways, a lot has happened. So much has happened since the last time that I filmed. Let's see, Christmas happened, New Year's happened, and got my car stuck at the end of my driveway. That happened. So new collection has gone up. A couple collections actually have gone up and gone, and this is the latest one. And I've gotten a few FOs. So today the episode is going to show some finished objects, some works in progress. Probably no planning. I really have no planning right now. I have a lot of things swarming around in my head, but I for sure have some enabling, some things that I purchased. I also have some things that were sent to me. Actually, one thing that was sent to me in particular. Oh gosh, you guys, I even have more. You know what? I'll save that for the next time. I do have some yarn enabling that has come in my mailbox. I had a happy mail day a few times in a row, and I accidentally left that in my studio downstairs, but I will make sure to bring that up on the podcast on the next episode. So episode 8 will contain that and also prizes, because I've got some massive drawings to happen. I have November drawings to give away prizes for. I have December to give away for. Big things. So that's not happening in this episode. There was just so much. I figured I would save that for the next episode and possibly draw for January at the same time. So November for sure, and December, and then possibly even January next weekend. So, anyways, I guess jumping right in, I'm really hoping the sound quality is better. I have got a new microphone that I had last time, but I think I actually know how to work it this time. I have a lot of things to show you. So let's get on with the show. Today I'm drinking some tea, some Tazo tea, Tazo chai, chocolate chai actually, in my new mug. I got this as a Christmas present from my sweet, sweet boss. It has my initial on it. It's been well loved. I love the gold and the white. It's kind of my color scheme at the moment. Really into the neutrals. I've kind of always been into the neutrals, but they're just kind of hitting me everywhere. So I am in love with my coffee cup. So I'm drinking my tea out of that today. And so, okay. I have an FO that I don't have here, and that went home with my brother-in-law when he came here for Christmas. And my husband wore his hat to work tonight, so I don't have that to show. However, and I'm terrible, I haven't updated my Ravelry pages at all, but I have a few things to show. So probably more than necessary, but or more than you want to see. Okay, so this last month came out with a new pattern, and I love my new hat pattern, you guys. A dear friend of mine tech edited it, and it was so much fun to design, and it was so much fun to knit over and over and over again. Could very well be my new favorite pattern, hat pattern that I have designed as of yet. So anyways, here it is. I've got the lighting. Here we go. It is an offset cable hat pattern. There we go. This one I knit out of Hedgehog Fibers DK in the Potluck colorway, and I knit this hat for Caitlin. This was the inspiration behind this pattern. This hat, I wanted to knit her a hat out of this yarn so badly, and I just started knitting and this beauty was born. And I absolutely love the outcome. I just think it's fantastic. Absolutely love it. You can find this pattern. You can choose to put a pom-pom on or not. I did. And guys, I have found that my favorite yarn to use for pom-poms is Knit Picks. It's like the Chroma. I just get the plain white, and I usually buy a few skeins at a time so I can get free shipping, and it truly makes the best pom-poms ever. They just stay nice and fluffy, and I love it. So she has not really taken that hat off ever since I knit it for her. She wears it to school every single day. She has slept in it a few times. She wears it all day long. It's had quite a few baths now. It needs another one because she just wears it nonstop, and it makes my heart so happy. I love when you have knit-worthy people in your life like that who just appreciate it so much and just love it to pieces. And they do. Okay, so the next hat that I have is of a different design. This is the pom pattern on Ravelry. Forgive me, I don't remember the designer's name. I think I actually have the pattern up in that basket, but I'm not going to go snag it yet. And I love this hat. This hat I knit for Vanessa. I love the funky cables. They're different. This is a unique, to me, type of cable construction. I don't know. It is the neatest pattern and texture happening. I love this hat. She also has not taken it off. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to totally mess up my hair. That's okay. She also has not taken this hat off her head. She wears it to school every day. I think I might steal it. I like it. I might have to make myself one. I really like this hat. I want to say this is knit out of DK weight yarn. It's out of Madeline Tosh, and maybe like this. I don't remember what colorway it is. Who am I kidding? Okay, next hat. This is also another Olive and Jack. I knit this one for Ethan. This is out of Madeline Tosh yarn also. I think this one's like the Stardust colorway. I could be wrong, or Sandust. And I just love, I have to show you guys this. I love the hat decreases. I love the way that it decreases at the top. I think that might be my favorite part. So Ethan got that hat for Christmas, Vanessa got that one, Caitlin got that one, and of course, after I had knit my husband and my brother-in-law hat, I needed to make myself one. So I made myself one as well. This is out of Graceland Wool yarns in the 80-20 held 80-20 held double, and I really love this hat. I almost think I need a pom-pom on this one. But I want one of those fur, like those faux fur pom-poms, and I have searched on Amazon and everything, and I wish I could see them. I want the perfect one. I don't know. I might have to go out to Knit Knit, Coeur d'Alene, because I haven't had a chance to be out there yet. Have not visited the shop yet, and I really want to, so I might have to go out there and see if they have any fun faux fur pom-poms. If you know if they do, you're gonna have to shoot me a message, but that's the game plan. Okay, so guys, I feel like it's an elephant in the room, so we should just talk about it for a minute. If you haven't noticed, I typically have my hair all dark, and I have to dye my hair usually every 5 weeks, and I've talked about it and talked about it and talked about it, and I've finally decided I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm just going to go gray. So I actually am kind of really loving this grow out stage. I'm probably not going to love it in a little while. It's probably going to be obnoxious, but for right now, as long as I keep it pulled back, I kind of like it. And I just plan to rock my natural silvery gray and be done with it. I'm so tired of dyeing my hair, and it just so happens that it's kind of in style right now, and so why not just go natural? Best time. So figured I'd just talk about that for just a second. All right, next thing that I have on my needles, or had on my needles, and I was able to get off. If you guys remember, I came out with this chicken boots sock pattern forever ago, and I got this sock all done. So that way I could have it for the photo shoot, and it's never even had a bath. It just got this done. Pattern was set. All was well. I knit this out of 3 Irish Girls Adorn, and I knit this guy toe up. The variegated is the Paper Lanterns colorway. And then I just had asked when I purchased this for a coordinating semi-solid in a blue, light blue, and that's what they sent me. So this has been sitting, languishing forever and ever, and I never got around to doing it. So finally, over Christmas break, I cast on to the second one, and I got it done. And I am thrilled. So these are now going to get a bath together and get blocked, and I am so happy to have them off my needles. I know that I knit these toe up with my Haya US size 1s, so a little bit larger size needle than what I typically use, and I like them. I like them a lot. They're not going to be for me. They're going to hang out. They don't officially get to count for the 2017 box of socks or anything from Kristen of Wool and Vine, but I'm just happy that they're off the needles. So happy. Okay, another sock that I finally got one off of the needles is my Hermione's Everyday sock. I absolutely love the finished product of this sock. Hermione's Everyday socks are very hard for me to knit, and it's because I don't know why. It seems like it took me forever. I absolutely adore this sock. So why it took me so long, I don't entirely know. But I knit this sock cuffed down on my on my Knitter's Pride Carbons 2.0 millimeter DPNs, cuffed down, And this is my Pixie Dust colorway on my Glitz base. And I'm using contrasting heel and toe. Love this sock. I really don't know when I'm going to cast on my second sock, but it's probably going to be soon. I'm thinking maybe in February, so I can knit on some more fun pink things. I don't know. So this doesn't technically get to go into the 2017 box of socks either. Go figure, right? But I got some work done, and that makes me super, super happy. Okay, but more socks. A pair of socks that I did get cast onto this year in this month that I can enter into the box of socks cal if I finish right in January, or I think you just have to knit 12 pair. It doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be all in the same, you know, one pair a month or anything. But I got cast onto a pair of Mercury socks, and I'm using Wool and Vine yarns in the Fairy Hair colorway, and it is stunning. It's beautiful. I thought I had a sock blocker, I guess I don't, up here, but this pattern is, not only is it just super beautiful and it looks like it's super complicated, it's not, and it's such a joy to knit. I am knitting this out of my Knitter's Pride Carbons 2.0 millimeters as well, and I just love it. I love these needles. I bought an entire sock interchangeable set, not interchangeable set, the DPN sock set, and I love my DPN set. It's so funny. For years and years, I was only a Magic Loop toe up girl, and I find that there is just something so soothing and relaxing about knitting socks on DPNs. It is just feeds my soul. I don't know. I really, really love it. So I got that, and I have to show you this. I'm keeping these socks in my brand new Suburban Stitcher bag. Look at that. And my favorite thing in the world, polka dots. Polka dots are in the middle. If you guys can't tell, I really do love polka dots. It's kind of always been a favorite of mine. I have polka dots in my wardrobe. I'm a polka dot kind of girl. So anyways, I'm using my Suburban Stitcher bag. This is like the perfect sock size for me. And I got this new, oh my gosh, I have to show you this. I have it clipped on there too. You can't see, there it is. This little charm thing. See this? Okay. This one is for, I got two of them. So I have all of my stitch markers. Well, I have some of my stitch markers just on a little clip. But then for my progress keepers, I bought this charm. Gosh, if it stops moving. And it has a little clip, and you can just clip it to your bag and keep all of your, you know, just kind of load it up with progress keepers and whatnot. And I got this from the Knitty by there we go, Knitty by Nature shop. Melissa. And it is the coolest bag extra ever. So I picked that up over the last couple weeks, and I am so happy. So happy I did. I got two, like I said. I put one on one bag, and then I have this one on this one. And it's just so nice to kind of have an extra little spot where you can keep them, but they're quickly accessible. It's good. So I've been working on these and I know that I won't have it done in January. I'm too easily distracted right now, but I do hope that I can finish them soon, at least by February. My goal is to be able to wear them for Valentine's Day, and that was my whole plan. So I'm working on the heel right now, and I just started doing the heel flap. So hopefully soon I will get those. Okay, let's take a break from socks for a minute because I do have another few pairs as I just pull another sock out. But let's talk about this. In my Mrs. Brown's bag, in my Vesper bag, I love this bag. It has the sweetest blue interior, blue and white interior. I am housing a baby sweater. I started designing this baby sweater a while ago, a couple years ago. It has literally been sitting on the needles, and it's just teeny tiny, just a cute little pullover. And I really wish my camera could pick up all of the different color variation. It kind of is in this. I had wanted to design a very basic pullover that had a little bit of texture on the sleeves. One of my favorite pullover sweaters that I have has texture on the sleeves and throughout the rest of the body of the sweater too. And I knew that I wanted to incorporate something similar, so I got started on this, and then I never finished it. And I really would like to get this done. A dear friend of mine just had a sweet baby girl, and I would love to be able to give this to her to use in the springtime. And it's going to get a little bit big. This is a Tencel and Merino blend from 3 Irish Girls. And I honestly don't know what the colorway is, but I love it. So this has kind of been one of the things that I've been trying to work on as I get a chance, because all I have left is a little bit of the body and the ribbing and then sleeves. And guys, it's really not much work. I should have this done. I should have had it done forever ago, but this is a top priority. So hopefully they can use that. Okie dokie. Let's go back to some socks here. I have my big basket here. Amber from Yarn Hoarder always has her things in these trays and baskets, and I just love it. So I had to go find myself a basket to kind of keep some ongoing whips in that I can keep by my chair or wherever I might be sitting, and be a coffee table and just pull out really quick and work on. So while this is kind of a disaster, it allows me to keep everything together. Oh, this colorway, it's Dust Weaver. Dust Weaver, this one. This is Dust Weaver. I just found the tag. See? Good stuff. Okay. So over Christmas, I cast onto a pair of these Scrappy socks, and I really am loving them. It's like 15 rows of each color, and then I switch it out. And they're totally my jam. I love the colorways that I've got going on here. I just have not picked them back up. And I think my game plan for these, truthfully, is I am going to knit giant tubes, and I'm going to make black or dark gray toes, and then I'm going to cut in some afterthought heels. And that's my game plan. So all of the variegated is I'm just gonna make a straight tube. And then when I use up all my colors that I have, I think I have like 2, 4, 6, I think I have 10 colors, I think, for each sock. Then I will go ahead and start with the toes with a gray and heels for the gray as well. So I've got those going on. I'm using my Hiya Sharps 2.0 millimeter needles. And I'm just magic looping these. Love that. And I also have this sock that I was able to Kitchener today. I Kitchenered the toe of this sock, and I've got enough to get going. I'm going to cast onto my second sock tonight. That is my game plan, and get a pair of these shorties off the needles. I knit these guys cuff down on some of my Knit Pro Zings, the pink ones, the 2.0 millimeter needles, and I love them. They fit perfectly. They fit like a dream. It fits like a dream. I don't remember the name of this colorway, but I know that Renee did an amazing job because it's just perfect all the way around. The perfect amount of color. There isn't any crazy pooling or anything. So spun right round, and okay, I feel like I've just been zooming through this podcast so fast, and I kind of have been, and I think it's because I filmed it so many times. And every single time there's more things to add to it. Okay, so I picked up some yarn from Eat Sleep Knit. There we go. And this is Hedgehog Fibers in the Fool's Gold colorway. And I've got to figure out another color to use. I think I'm going to order like a dark gray, and I want to do a shawl with this. I had originally ordered this and set out to do the Eat Sleep Knit does like this year-long knit along and things like that, and this year they're doing Candyland themed. Super cute. They are marketing geniuses, and I absolutely love all of the things they have planned. So I was going to use this for one of the quarterly ones, and I still am. I think I need a large shawl with another color. And am I gonna finish? Possibly not, but it's just the idea that I can possibly knit along with everybody and do that. It started in January for this one, and I have yet to cast on, but that's okay. It's Hedgehog, and it's amazing. Absolutely love it. So that is my only planning that I have going on, and it's enough, truthfully, with as much as I've got going on. There are other projects in here, but I'll talk about them at a different time, and we'll go over them then. The last one that I really wanted to talk about is my blanket. I posted a couple pictures of this blanket on Instagram, and I really am loving it. So I wanted to share it here as well. And it's getting massive. So let's see. I'm just going to pull this out so I don't lose my spot, but I'll just start here. And it's a perfect square. So it just kind of keeps going, and I'm going around and around and around in a square, and I love the way it is turning out. If you guys haven't had the opportunity to start one of these yet, I say go for it. I have a little progress keeper on here somewhere. I swear I do. Here it is. Right here. And from this spot, I wanted to knit 32 more rounds. So I've knit 2 more rounds, so I only have 30 more to go before I'm going to call this blanket done. And then I have every intention to cast on another one. I think I have more scraps than anyone could use up in a lifetime unless they were doing something like this. And I have solely been using up scraps. Partial balls of yarn, 5 and 10 gram minis, things I've knit socks. I mean, you can, I love being able to go through here. Like this color right here is the Monarch colorway from Hedgehog Fibers. This is the Sugar Skulls colorway from, what is it, Tumble, I'll think of it. I'm going to butcher it if Tumbleweed Yarns, I think. Yeah, Sugar Skulls colorway. Guys, it's just so fun. So much fun. I did repeat some colorways a couple times. I repeated the Monarch colorway a couple times because I wanted to use up every last bit of it because it's one of my absolute favorites. Sue and Chelsea had gone on to a retreat and were so sweet, and they picked me up that skein, so I just wanted to use every bit. I knit a pair of socks out of it, and I had some left, and I knew that I wouldn't use it for anything else, so I just love that I can curl up in this blanket and use it. So always think about that. So those are the only things that I'm going to show that I've been working on. I'm going to leave a little bit for the next podcast, but the one other enabling thing that I wanted to show you is from a dear friend of mine, Trisha. She and I went to school together, and we have known each other for years, and she started her own company. And she had asked me if she could send me one of her products just to see about packaging and how did it hold up in the mail. And I said, sure, not really knowing what she did. And guys, it is absolutely amazing. So Trisha has Creek & Co. She, there we are, is based out of Oregon. So she's very local. And she makes handmade soap. And I wish that my screen had smell-o-vision and you could smell this. This is the cashmere coconut scent, and oh my gosh, I cannot wait to use this. I've been dying to use this, and I've wanted to wait until I was able to show you all. It has very minimal ingredients. I'm sure that it's okay for me to show you the ingredient list. I want to show you the ingredient list because I know so many people are allergic to so many different things, and this is, there's nothing that I can't pronounce on this. Upside down. There we are. So Creek & Co. She is on Etsy. You can find her there. And she so sweetly is going to be giving us a coupon code, so for you viewers. And lo and behold, I am going to do show notes. While they won't show up tonight, when this gets aired over the next couple days, I will be adding in some show notes. And in there, I will have a coupon code for you. Hopefully in this episode, if not in the next episode, I will get that out to you. Okay, so go support Trisha. It's amazing, amazing soap, and I can't wait to see how well it lathers up. I love handmade soaps. So that is it, you guys. That is all she wrote. It is a very short podcast because I spoke so quickly, I'm sure. Otherwise, it probably would have been well over an hour long. But anyways, I hope to do this again next week. So for those of you who don't want to see the yarn at the end of this for the update that I just had, thank you for hanging out with me for the last 30 minutes or so. I've really enjoyed getting back into the swing of things and seeing you all. And then for those of you who do want to stick around, awesome. Wrong way. Okay, so I released a winter collection and I wanted to go a little bit of a different route. I wanted some really fun winter colors, and for whatever reason, I had this whole thinking of outer space and bunnies and whatever, I don't know. So Caitlin and Vanessa and Ethan and I all came up with some colorways and I fell in love with them. So I have Trixie. Trixie is still available in the shop. It is this amazing magenta purpley kind of color. Love this color. The next one is Cosmic Candy Galaxy. I love the speckles on this one. There we go. Absolutely love it. It's a blue. It's got purples and that magenta color. It's kind of got a little bit of everything in there. Love that one. This is a better representation of the blue, I think. Here, there's a lot of depth. Maybe you can see it from back here in this blue, and this is Horizon. Okay, this one is Moon Dust, and it's just a really fantastic gray. This is actually the same gray that I knit my hat out of, only I knit mine out of the first batch that I did, my test batch, and it came out darker, and I wanted something a little bit lighter. So this is Moon Dust. And then my all-time favorite is, there we are, this beautiful speckly skein. Bunnies in space. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. This is probably my favorite skein of all of them. I love the flashes of neon that happen on occasion. I can't wait to cast this on. I have, I think I'm going to knit a pair of socks, surprise, surprise, but I think I'm going to knit a pair of socks. I had contemplated a hat, but I'm not going to knit a hat out of this. It needs to be socks. So if you are interested in these, all of these colorways are still available in the shop. I also have a mini skein set that has one 10 gram, or no, 120 gram mini skein of each of these also available in the package. So those are still up in the shop along with a few other skeins. But that's it, you guys. I think that's everything. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. And I look forward to chatting with you again, whether it's next weekend or the weekend afterwards. Either way, it will be soon, way sooner than 6 weeks. And until then, happy knitting, everybody. I look forward to chatting with you again soon. Bye.